So something that's been of interest to me for a while is how differently kids are educated in terms of
I bump the old uglies.
Get horizontal. Knock, boots. Bump, bump, bump. Wait a beat. Big bump.
education in America than they are in Ireland. In Ireland, I've talked about it before, we just kind of aren't educated in the public school system at all, or the private school system. It's just not really done at all, whereas I believe it's some kind of curriculum in America. So somebody sent me this middle school sex education video to check out and react to, which is quite interesting in and of itself, because in Ireland we don't have middle school, we just have junior school and senior school. So at the age of 12 usually people go into secondary school. This should be interesting. Before I get into the video, do be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all of the above things. Otherwise an Irish curse will befall you, and that curse will be you will be stuck in single lane traffic for 5 miles. Just stuck there. So do all those things and avoid such a curse. Thanks to the people who suggest the curses. You guys are evil. Okay, here we go. Puberty. Awkward phase. It's when your body's catching up with your nose. My nose grew really fast. It's still growing.
We are going to talk about puberty.
Puberty.
Puberty is a funny sounding word, but all it means is when you change from a kid's body to an adult's body.
Like a butterfly.
Growing hair in places where you didn't have it before. Voice changing. Parts of your body growing bigger.
Oh boy.
Pimples.
Got the
Having
pimples.
stinky armpits. That's
I hope I didn't have that
all part
problem.
of puberty, and it's normal.
Well, if they call you Smelly Nelly, you should probably get some deodorant.
Today, we are going
Oh,
to talk
hello.
about some of the changes that happen during puberty so that you know what to expect and can help answer any questions.
Oh, it's like
you
she's like a
already have.
Nickelodeon presenter.
Let's start off with changes that both males and females get.
Like what?
First is growing taller.
Yes, girls grow faster than boys.
The biggest growth spurt of your life after you're a baby is during puberty.
Puberty.
In middle school, you might notice that some people are way taller than others, and maybe you are self-conscious if you are short or tall. Puberty doesn't happen at the same time for everyone.
I was very
So
average.
people that go
I
through
always
puberty
was
first
average
grow
height.
first, and people that go through puberty later grow later. I mean, not everyone is going to be 6'8" LeBron James height, but if you haven't grown yet, don't worry, you'll grow.
Or not, as the case may be.
Next is hair. Hair.
I enjoy the sexy
hair
music in the background.
everywhere. During puberty, you start growing hair in places where you didn't have any before.
Oh.
No.
Boys and girls both get hair under their armpits, down there around their genitals, which is the outside parts of the reproductive system.
Unless you're
and
Barbie
generally
and
tend
you
to get
don't
hair
have
their legs
bits.
and arms. Some boys also might start to get chest hair and facial hair, and some girls might get a little facial hair too.
Oh, interesting they said
People
that.
come from all different countries and are all different colors. People from
Well, that's
some
not a puberty
countries
thing,
and
really, is
ethnic
it?
backgrounds tend to have more or less body hair than others.
Interesting
So if you
point.
feel you are too hairy or not hairy enough, there's a wide range that is considered normal.
There is no normal. We're all a bunch of
During
weirdos.
puberty, you'll also notice voice changes.
Hello, can I take your order?
You should receive your burgers in 6 to 8 weeks.
Girls and boys get lower voices in puberty, but it is more noticeable in boys. Before your voice changes completely, you might notice it cracks.
No, it doesn't.
All those
It
poor
can be
little
embarrassing.
sopranos.
But it's normal.
Those boy
and becomes
sopranos.
much less common after puberty. Next is body odor.
Ew, what's that smell?
During puberty, your body starts to smell. especially in places that are warm and a little sweaty, like your armpits and genital region.
There's always
To
a
help
couple of
prevent
kids in the
being
class who
stinky,
don't twig it
take
for a while,
showers
isn't there though?
regularly and use deodorant.
I think even as adults, there's always somebody in your office who like is unaware of their odor. How do you deal with
Along
that
with
though?
growing taller comes gaining weight. You
Oh, I'm
gain
familiar
weight
with that
in
one.
Some areas more than others, and your body starts to have a different shape.
COVID does that too.
Boys might notice their muscles growing larger, and
More
girls might
lockdown.
notice that their body is becoming curvier, like in your hips.
Curvier.
Next up are pimples.
Oh God, I got them around the age of 19.
If you have a few pimples, they usually go away on their own. If you have more than a few, there are many things you can buy at the store that can help. But if that doesn't work, or you are concerned in any way,
Roaccutane,
talk to a doctor.
Roaccutane. That's your only man, to be honest. If you've got it bad, it's got a bad reputation. But if you do it properly, thoughts and
Your
feelings.
thoughts and feelings also change during puberty.
God, I remember being
You
a
might
kid.
feel
Everything was so
You
straightforward,
may feel emotional.
and that never
might
goes
think
away.
about sex. You
And
may
for some,
wonder
that
if
never
you
goes
are
away.
normal, and you may wonder if you are different.
I am different. You are different. We're all different.
So in review, you're gonna grow, you are going to gain weight, you are going to get hairier, your voice will change.
You'll stink, you'll get zits, and your thoughts and feelings will change.
These are all the signs of being in
I know.
lockdown from
Puberty
COVID.
sounds scary. But
Like, if you just change this to, like, this is what
you
happened
expect
when
and are
2020 hit.
prepared and
This would make
confident
sense
you'll
too,
be
right?
When going through these changes.
It's like we all went through puberty again.
Now, let's go into specifics for boys and girls. First, let's talk about puberty for girls.
It's way worse
The
than
big
it is
things
for
girls
boys.
have to deal with that boys don't are breasts,
Boobies.
periods, and vaginas.
There's some words you can say on
Breasts come in
YouTube.
all different sizes, and it takes a few years until they are fully grown.
Boobies.
Some girls might have breasts that are slightly different sizes. This is normal.
That's
Many girls
normal.
also start wearing bras. Next are periods.
The blob.
As we
Your
talked
auntie.
about last video,
Your friend.
periods
Your monthly
are when
visitor.
the lining of the uterus that was used to cushion the egg sheds and heads out through the vagina.
And I can't believe we still have these because it's the worst. I feel if men got them, they'd have been gotten rid of by now. And that's why you should always hold the door open for a lady, because you just never know if she's hemorrhaging from her insides. And now, boys.
The big things boys have to deal with during puberty that girls
Erections.
don't are erections, wet dreams.
I might actually learn
and
some things here now, to be honest.
An
You put up
erection
a building
is when your
and
penis
it
fills
is
with blood,
high
grows,
and tall.
and becomes hard. Erections can happen when you are thinking about sexual thoughts, but during puberty they can also happen
Yeah.
randomly.
I remember a few embarrassing moments for boys going through puberty, and they got a few strange nicknames. Forever. One boy actually moved schools.
A wet dream is when you get an erection and then ejaculate when
I
you
don't
are
need to
sleeping.
know this.
Ejaculation is when semen, which is sperm and fluid, leaves the penis through the urethra.
Is anyone
They are
else
called wet
uncomfortable?
dreams because you wake up
Just
after
me.
sleeping and feel some
Oh.
wetness from the
Look at
ejaculation.
my nails.
You are not peeing in your pants.
Do boys think they
It's
peed
different.
themselves? Oh my gosh.
Wet dreams
never
can
thought
be
of that.
super embarrassing.
Embarrassing when your mom comes and
Normal
finds your sheets,
go
surely.
away
Oh,
after puberty. You can't
I never
really
thought about
prevent
that
them,
before.
But for backup, if you are sleeping at a friend's house, you can
Well, you'd want to bring a
your
change of
underwear.
underwear, surely, if you're staying at your mate's house. Well, that's a diagram.
Finally, boys have testicles.
I probably can't show you that. I'll link to the original video
Testicles
in
grow
the
during
description.
puberty, and it's important to make sure they are healthy. If you do notice any new lumps,
This is good life
bumps,
advice in general for everyone.
Or any
New lumps and
painful or
bumps,
uncomfortable,
tell your doctor
it's
in general.
important to see
It's always a
a
good
doctor
reminder
so they can check what is
in
going
life.
on.
Oh God.
Lastly, boys might
Oh,
get a
I
little
empathize
soreness
with these
and swelling
actors
around their
because
nipples.
I was these
It's
actors.
normal to get
He was
that,
probably
and
paid
it
about
goes
50
away
euro
as
to
you
do
go
this
through
video.
puberty. But again, if it is really bothering you,
That's a lovely
feel free
drawing.
to talk to a doctor. People start puberty at different times.
Jesus.
Sometimes
It'd be
as
awful
young
to
as
start
8
it at
years old
8.
for girls. But
They're getting younger apparently. All the
18
hormones in the
12
food.
if you're a girl, and 14 if you're a boy, try to go see a doctor.
Well, I think we all learned a few things there today. It's definitely very detailed. A lot more detailed than we got in Irish schools. Informative, yes. Also, you might want to get your kid a book because didn't answer all the questions. A video is not going to answer all the questions, is it? Who do you want to shout out today?
Well, these are my friends on the squad. Sometimes I fear we don't say thank you to them enough, but they really do an awful lot behind the scenes, and every single one of them is a lovely human. Chewy helped pick a special font today that's really cool to reflect how cool they are.
Oh, I see. Oh, very good. And that's it. That's it for today. See you on the other side. Bye. We all done? Can I get a high five? Yay! Go again, go high five. Get a high five. High five. Yay! High five. Yay! Good job, buddy.